Hey, my name's Martin. Let's talk about securing your network. Always have a clear understanding of the entire network infrastructure. For instance, the vendor, model, location, and basic configuration of firewalls, routers, switches, and wireless access points. Plus know exactly what servers, computers, printers, and any other devices are connected, where they are connected, and their connectivity path throughout the network. During your auditing and mapping, you might find specific security vulnerabilities or ways in which you could increase security, performance, and reliability. If you're working with a small network with just a few network components, say a dozen or less workstations, you might just manually perform the audit or create a visual map on a sheet of paper. For larger networks, you might just find auditing and mapping programs useful. They can scan the network and start to produce a network map or a diagram. Log into the components to ensure default passwords have been changed, review the settings for any insecure configurations, and look into any other security features or functionality you currently aren't using. Although it's often overlooked or minimised, the physical security of the network can be just as crucial as, say, your internet-facing firewall. Just as you need to protect against hackers, bots and viruses, you need to protect against local threats too. Without strong physical security of your building and network, a nearby hacker or even an employee could take advantage of it. For instance, maybe they plug in a wireless router into an open Ethernet port, giving them and anyone else nearby access to your network. If that Ethernet port wasn't visible or at least disconnected, then that wouldn't have happened. Ensure you have a good building security plan in place to try and prevent outsiders from entering. Then ensure all wiring closets and/or other places where network infrastructure components are placed have been physically secured from both the public and employees. Use door and cabinet locks, verify that Ethernet cabling is run out of sight and isn't easily accessible, the same with wireless access points. Disconnect unused Ethernet ports physically or via the switch or router configuration, especially those in public areas of the building. And lastly, user education. Even with the best firewalls, antivirus products and other security hardware and software in place, no network or computer is 100% secure. Sadly, the weakest link in the security chain for corporate networks is often the users themselves. Ensuring that users have a basic understanding of information security and a little common sense can yield much higher dividends than the latest applications. Always use strong passwords. Users hear it constantly, but many still aren't listening. Here's a tip. Passwords should contain a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, as well as numbers or special symbols. Another tip is passwords should never be something simple, like the name of your son or your birthday. Always avoid phishing scams. No reputable company or tech support department will ask you to provide your username, password, social security number, or other sensitive information in an email. Also, never click on web links within unsolicited emails. Be on top of all of these things to keep your network running as smooth and efficient as possible. Call us for more information regarding your network safety, and we'd be happy to discuss ways in which we can keep you secure.